Samsung Galaxy A16 5G versus OnePlus 13T. Two hot releases in 2025, but which one really delivers? On the left, the Samsung Galaxy A16 5G, packed with Super AMOLED and a 6-year update guarantee. And on the right, the OnePlus 13T, offering blazing flagship speed and a Hasselblad camera experience. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect.
Alright, so here's the game plan. Let's lay out a mind map of everything that matters. Price and value, performance, display, camera, battery, software and updates, build and design, and ecosystem and extras. We'll zoom into each and see which phone really nails it. First up, price and value. So, with the Samsung Galaxy A16 5G, for what you're paying, it's honestly kinda wild. You get solid specs, plus, here's the kicker, 6 years of software updates. That's crazy for anything under premium. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not packing flagship power. It's more of a solid mid-ranger. But dude, the value you get, especially for folks watching their wallet, is hard to beat. Switch to the OnePlus 13T though, and now you're obviously getting those big flashy specs, a premium build and all that. But that fancy stuff comes with a fatter price tag. Oh, and the update policy is basically half of Samsung's, which is yikes. Overall, Samsung walks away with this round. Moving to performance. So, Samsung's got chips like the Helio G99, Exynos 1330, or Dimensity 6300, depending where you buy. And for everyday stuff, social media, web, Netflix, you name it, it's smooth. No heating drama, just does the job. But if you're hoping to game seriously or blitz through heavy multitasking, not happening here. Sorry. Flip over to the OnePlus 13T and wow. Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is a beast. Gaming, multitasking, this thing flies. Maybe it's even a bit overkill if you just text and watch cat videos, but it's built for speed, and sometimes gets warm after hours of intense use. So yeah, performance king, OnePlus snags it. Onto display. Samsung's rolling out a big 6.7-inch Super AMOLED. It's 90 Hz, so it's smooth, colors pop, brightness is really solid. Now, no fancy LTPO tech here, and not the highest refresh, but it looks way better than most budget screens. OnePlus, though, goes all in. 2K plus Fluid AMOLED, a refresh rate bump to 120 Hz or over, and LTPO means buttery smooth variable refresh. It's super bright, and honestly, once you see it, hard to go back. Even if it's a tiny bit smaller, it's next level. So, display, OnePlus clinches it easily. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know Samsung's 6-year update promise is actually the longest for any mid-range Android phone in 2025? It's wild. OnePlus might be all about speed and cameras, but Samsung is looking out for the long haul here. And let's talk cameras. Samsung brings a triple setup, 50-megapixel main, 5-megapixel ultra-wide, 2-megapixel macro. Decent daylight shots, but low light and video? It kinda struggles. And forget telephoto. OnePlus steps up. Hasselblad-tuned optics, triple or quad cams, telephoto in the mix, and their night mode is just a whole other thing. Video is way better too. Sometimes OnePlus overcooks colors, but still, the camera on OnePlus is just on another tier. Okay, battery. Both are sitting pretty with around 5,000 milliamp hours, and honestly, all-day use is no problem for either. Samsung's topping out at 25-watt fast charging, so decent? OnePlus, though, is like, hold my charger, 100 watts plus. Charges crazy fast, but there's the usual fast charge heat. Neither gives wireless charging, which is kinda meh in 2025, but hey, solid battery game with a tie here. Next, software and updates. Samsung nails this one, no contest. 6 years of OS and security updates. In a world where Android phones sometimes get tossed after a couple years, this is huge. Plus, One UI's loaded with features, even if there's a bit of bloat. OnePlus has Oxygen OS, closer to stock, zippy updates right at launch, but lately it's been feeling a bit more like Samsung-y. Only 3 years of updates though, and that's a bit disappointing for a flagship. Winner, Samsung. Build and design?
So Samsung's definitely improved over their old A series. It's more durable and looks modern, but yeah, it's plastic. And you feel that mid-range vibe. OnePlus, on the other hand, is pure flagship stuff. Glass and metal, feels expensive, looks slick, maybe a little heavier and more fragile, but there's an IP rating and all those premium touches. Build winner? OnePlus. Last category, ecosystem and extras. Here, Samsung actually brings some awesome perks. Samsung Wallet, free TV Plus stuff, and real talk, expandable micro SD storage, which is something you don't see much these days. Only thing missing is DeX. OnePlus does have tight Buds integration and global band support, but you don't really get a ton of bundled perks. For the vibes and the extras, Samsung edges out. Let's pull it all together visually with this radar chart, so you guys can see which phone dominates where. Even though OnePlus leads in speed, display, and cameras, Samsung's kinda ruling value and updates. So, final verdict time. If you're watching your budget, want a killer screen, reliable battery, and don't want to worry about upgrades for years, Samsung Galaxy A16 5G is basically perfect. But if you want that premium feel, insane performance, and a camera that slays in any environment, the OnePlus 13T is totally the move. Honestly, Samsung for value and long life, OnePlus for absolute power. That's your winner. If you found this helpful, let us know in the comments which phone you'd actually pick.